Good afternoon guys and welcome back to the channel. Chris Dennis here, putting specialist and short game performance coach. Today we're talking about awkward lies again, and I'm talking about a lie that I see most amateurs struggle with, probably one of the main ones they struggle with, which is the ball on an upslope. So we're here on an upslope now, we're going to a short-sided flag, and what I see time and time again is people start to go with the slope, they get too much loft because they haven't assessed the lie correctly, and then from there what happens is that we fall back, catch the ball very thin, and it goes 30-40 yards past where we wanted it to go. So today we're going to do different ones. So we're going to go around the green today and play 3 or 4 different shots and show you how some will be more loft, some will be less loft, but what I see most of the times is people go, as always, to too much loft, such as the 60, try and make sure that they get it up and landing soft, when if we think about it, we could get that running towards the target. This kind of lie is adding loft to the golf club, so let's think about if my pitching wedge is 46 degrees, or 44 that some are now on this slope that's going to have gone up to 50 to 54 already. It's a severe slope, so what do we need to do to change? What do I need to do at setup, and how are we going to be more consistent? So you can see here, this is a shot that we've done before. I've missed the green, the ball's stuck in the rough, and I'm on an upslope. We've got around about a 10-15 yard shot here, so it's something that I've got a lot of green to work with, and I need something that's going to land on that green and probably roll 6 or 7 yards up to the flag. So from there, I'm thinking, right, how much loft is this slope adding me? This is a severe slope, so obviously from here I need to be thinking, right, that's going to add a lot of loft to my golf club straight away. What can I change there to make sure it's coming out at the right angle, and then I'm going to get the run. From here I don't really want to change much compared to my normal setup, so I'm not trying to move the ball back to guarantee I've not got enough loft, because what I see there is people will start to dig into the slope, it launches too low and it'll go straight into this rough here. So opposite of that, I see people get too far forwards, they're leaning with the slope, they will catch that ball thin and send it like a missile over the green. So for this shot, I'm going to be looking at playing a pitching wedge. So from here, I'm going to be very similar to if I was playing my standard chip shot. So feet are pretty narrow, even though we're on a severe slope. I'm going to have nearly 100% of the weight, obviously, here on my left side. From there, ball position is still slightly forwards of centre, but the key here is to get my body a little bit against the slope. So with other lies we might go with the slope, but here I want to be into that. We're still going to turn through the ball, and we're going to make sure we use the loft on the club to do the job. So from here, again, I'm down the club a little bit, and I'll have a couple of practice swings, brushing that grass. Again, sternum's ahead of the ball here. From there, we'll hit this shot. Good, so you can see there it landed in the area that I was looking for. It came up high enough for me. I didn't have to make much swing at all to get that ball onto the green, running towards the flag. So from there now I've got a good chance of getting up and down. It saves me leaving that in the rough and sending it over the other side into rough again. So let's have a look at a different shot now where we're going to be a little bit more short-sided. Do we need to think a little bit different about what loft we're going to use? So there I've shown you another option of what shot we've got here around the green. So I've gone into the rough this time, so it's thicker rough and we're quite short-sided. So again, very severe slope. So from here, although we've got a lot of loft, because we're sat down in the rough, we need to think, right, how am I going to get it out of the rough? That's the first thing we need to tick off. So as a result, we need more loft than when we was just in a bit of semi-rough and we had plenty of green to work with. So here I'm already thinking, is it a 50? Is it a 54? 58 still here would be a high tariff shot. We'd have to do a lot of work, put a lot of speed to get that to carry towards the flag, because obviously the more loft we have, it's going to pop up, it's going to have a bigger landing angle, which then means it's not going to run out. So I still need something that's going to have a little bit of run out and get me close to the hole. So from here it's all about expectations. The same from the last shot, when we're around about 10 to 15 yards away, tour average is between 3 and 5 feet. So although you think, oh, that's an easy shot, it's not. You know, tour average is going to be 3 to 5 feet, so anywhere inside 8 feet for a mid handicapper, inside 5 feet for a low single figure handicapper, you're doing exceptionally well. So don't put too much pressure on here and go for the high tariff shots. Here we're 10 yards, so if we can get this inside 6 feet again, we've done a good job. And that's all we're trying to do, is give ourselves a good chance at a putt and get out of there. I'm trying to stop the shots where people come in, duff it, hit into the ground, and it stays there, and we've got another chip now and we're thinking, oh, can I get the putter to that, what can I do? They're the ones we're trying to get rid of. We get rid of 2 or 3 of those around, that's 3 shots that we could possibly get rid of. If we then also hole a few more putts, we're getting rid of 3 to 6 shots on your rounds. If you're a high handicapper, even a low handicapper, we're going to be getting rid of 2 or 3 potentially, which takes you from a 4 handicap down to close to scratch, which is what you'll be trying to achieve. So assessing the lie, I need loft to get that club out, but again I still need something that's going to run out. So I've gone for my 54 degree. I know that's going to get me up. I'm a little bit more confident in that getting up out of this rough than I am with a 50. So we've not gone to 58, but 54 is the club. Again, here it's set up, you see my stand stays very narrow, and again my spine angle is staying into the slope. We're not going to go with that slope because we can't control what the club is doing then. What I see from there, like I've said before, the club comes in a little bit too shallow, people's bodies start to fall back because of the slope, and then we catch the middle of the ball and we send it way over the green, which again gives us another chip shot. So into the slope, that's going to allow me to get a better angle of attack into the ball, so it's going to get me a downward blow, which is what we need in short game, and then from there that will pop the ball up and the loft will do the work. I'm not trying to help that ball up, which is what I see from amateurs. The worry is, oh God, I've got to get the ball into the air. The club will do the work. So from here, again, weight and sternum is left, we're down into the back of that ball, that's popped out, and I'll show you now, it's gone to around about a foot, but there wasn't much effort there. I've let the club do the work, and again we'll see the strike there is pretty good, pretty centered with an up to down blow, and from there I'll now show you the result. So here we've got another shot. Again, we're a little bit further away here. We've not got much green to work with, but we're off a good lie. So we're off a good lie, but we've certainly got some thick rough and some slopes to get past before that ball is going to land on the green. So here I'm looking at landing it probably nearly 5 to 10 yards away from it, and then run out the rest of the 5 yards towards the flag. So here we've got to think, if I went with my pitching wedge or 50, I'd be happy that it was going to get over here, but I'd be worried that it's going to run past. And by assessing the green here, the green slopes towards us, if I'm underneath the hole, so if it was on the golf course here, if I'm underneath the hole, I've got an uphill putt and a good chance of getting up and down. If I hit that past, I'm then getting a quick downhill putt, which is not what anybody wants, not even me. But again, your mid-handicapper, your average golfer does not then want an 8-foot downhill putt for a par. So by assessing the green there, I've been able to think, okay, more loft to make sure I get over this stuff, and even with a landing angle, if it does stop up short, I've got the easiest and best chance of holding that putt and getting out of here with a par. So technique, yet again, doesn't change. So we're keeping that technique exactly the same as if I was on a flat lie, with not a lot to go to. We keep it nice and simple. So again, from here, feet nice and close together, weights left, clubs nice and tall, and then we keep our speed on the way through. Not much wrist hinge here, back and through, and that's finished around about 3 feet. So again, give yourself tour averages. That was a nice and easy shot. I didn't have to make much of a swing to be able to get that ball close. So uphill lies is different. When we start to talk about downhill lies, we start to see that we want your body to match the slope to make sure we can keep the club working with that. Here, we're going a little bit against it, so we're going into that slope. If I'm here, I'm going into that, and we're making sure that we keep that body turning and release to my finish. If we get that ball back, we end up digging that club in, and again, if we get with the slope, I start to see too shallow and people hitting it a long way. So guys, comment below, is this a lie that you struggle with? If so, what do you start to see? Are you somebody who sees that you chunk the ball and it goes like a rocket still on the way through because the ball position is back? Or are you somebody who feels like you fall back and you can't stay with the slope? Again guys, what I want you to say, what other lies do you want me to go through next? So what's the one that you're struggling with the most? Whatever's the most popular below, I will go through that next in the next coming weeks. So thanks for watching guys. Look out for Friday's video. It is a course management video with the one and only James Robinson. He's never really had course management. It's very much just hit it as hard as you can and hope to find your golf ball. So watch that, that's out Friday. As for now, enjoy the rest of your day and I'll see you then.